Alexa, and today we're going to be taking a look at the sneak peek for The Suicide Squad. This is a semi-sequel to the first Suicide Squad movie that just came out a couple years ago, directed by David Ayer. The David Ayer cut, though, has not been confirmed yet, because they, of course, also had a similar situation with Justice League, where they changed around the plot a lot to try and make it more fun. But David Ayer does have a different version of it that he wants to be seen, and I would also like to watch, so hopefully maybe if Snyder Cut does extremely well, or when it does really well, they'll decide to also release the Ayer cut. We will find out. But until then, I am still quite excited for this sequel, which is directed by James Gunn, who directed the Guardians of the Galaxy films over on the Marvel side, and I do enjoy those films, so I'm pretty excited to see what he'll bring to the table with this. The film has an all-star cast. We of course have Margot Robbie back as Harley Quinn, which she's amazing as it. I loved her in Birds of Prey as well as first Suicide Squad. She's a great Harley Quinn, truly. There's also a whole bunch of other talented people in this cast. You have Idris Elba, John Cena's in it, Joel Kinnaman, Peter Capaldi, Pete Davidson, Jai Courtney. I mean, there's so many talented people are in this movie. I'm very excited to take a look at the sneak peek, as well as continue to learn more as we get closer to the film's release date. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump on in.
I think it's gonna surprise people.
You kind of sit there and go, how did they do that?
It's going to be different from any superhero movie ever made.
There's no one better in the world to direct The Suicide Squad than James Gunn.
Okay.
I was excited with an opportunity to be able to do The Suicide Squad in the way it could be done from my point of view.
This one is completely unique. This is a gritty 1970s war movie combined with the brilliance of James Gunn's characters and comedy.
I hear for that.
The Suicide Squad is just a twisted fantasy of characters.
Within each of our characters, there's a certain beauty. Within most of them. Some of them are just pretty crappy through and through.
Be like a douchey Captain America.
The guy who believes in peace at any cost, no matter how many people he needs to kill along the way.
Okay, I got it.
Don't ever settle back like you think you know where this is going, because you don't.
As soon as you have some sense about what's about to happen next, James comes in.
Okay.
Everyone's exploding. Genitals, heads, arms, legs.
Blue Love
It's
Boy.
like a big, massive graphic novel brought to life.
This is by far the biggest movie I've ever made.
It's exciting. Was that King Shark?
You know what to expect.
Don't get too attached.
This
I
has
briefly
been
saw King
truly
Shark.
The greatest, most exciting
There's
journey
Pete
of my
Davidson.
life making this film. Cut. That was great.
Alright, so is King Shark in this movie? This needs to be confirmed for me right now. Oh my word, yes, King Shark is in it. Oh, how exciting. I love King Shark. King Shark is amazing. King Shark is King Shark. So, oh, that's so great. This has a plethora of cast. We definitely will not be getting bored for sure during this movie. I love the description. That one person said, what was it? That it's a 1970s war movie paired with Jim Gunn's like comedy style. And based on Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think are really fun and enjoyable films. The comedy in them is great. I mean, Chris Pratt's hilarious, and the whole cast works off each other so well that I'm definitely interested to see what he's going to be able to bring to the Suicide Squad, where it's just a group of bad guys. Like, I love John Cena's character's description on The Peacemaker. He's just like a douchey Captain America, which is fair. It's just like Captain America without a moral compass, pretty much. So it just, they're such unique and intriguing characters in the Suicide Squad because they're all villains. They're all bad guys. Some of them have redeeming quality, as I said, but a couple of them do not. And so it's just such a great way to see these characters go through all their emotions and maybe learn why some of them are villains and be able to empathize with these terrible people and root for them is such a fun and unique experience. And it seems like this is going to be a very big film. There's lots of explosions, lots of people for sure. I mean, the cast, I've said multiple times, is just crazy. So I'm sure there's gonna be multiple moments where like, hey, like look at the screen like it's that guy. This is a really interesting sneak peek. I think they did a great job of showing us just a few glimpses of the more behind the scenes with some great voiceovers to get us intrigued and excited about the movie. It seems like it's being handled extremely well, and I do have a lot of faith in James Gunn to create another comedic and fun Suicide Squad. I do want to see the serious David Ayer one that they created, because I think that would be really fascinating and just a different way to tell this story, because there's so many different things you can do with the Suicide Squad, and so it'd be interesting to see the different ways that it was handled, because David Ayer's is of course a lot more serious and dramatic, while the one that came out and also the James Gunn one coming out is more comedic and fun. The costumes, we got a few glimpses out of some of the costumes. They look great. I'm really excited to see Idris Elba's role. He was originally supposed to be a Deadshot, who Will Smith played in the original one, but James Gunn decided to make him the new character of Bloodsport, so he can kind of have his own thing and doesn't have to worry about trying to like stay true to the first movie. He can just create this own separate character for him. They are kind of similar, but they're different enough that he gets to make it his own fully. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like death and destruction in this movie, but also it'll be really fun and entertaining. So it'll definitely, I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with it and get some more, because this is just some behind the scenes, so I'm sure we'll see a lot more of the actual story portion whenever they finally get to the teaser and trailer portions of it. So gonna have to just keep my eyes open for that. All right, so that is all I have to say about this sneak peek look at the Suicide Squad. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, leave all of your thoughts on it down below in the comments, and check out our Patreon link in the description. Alrighty, thanks again so much for watching, and hope you all are staying safe out there and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!